Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and I go by Rachel Ray on the internet, and this is going to be a video all about cross stitch. I don't normally do videos dedicated to just the one thing unless it's diamond painting, and you're probably not used to seeing my face like this, but hey, I've seen Lindy Stitches make her video and now I'm ready to make mine. So let's talk about stitching in the month of May. So if you haven't followed the cross-stitching community, there is a phenomenon that started in 2015 by two very lovely people who started Stitch Mania. Now, Stitch Mania is this wonderful brainchild that has evolved over time, and people have taken their own spin on it and created it into a monster. Basically. And the idea is that you start new things during the month of May. Now, how many of them that you start is completely up to you. But last year I started several projects and I finished a few of them. And I'd like to go through what I started last year and what my plans are for this year. I am not going to be doing a Stitch Mania type of thing, not like I did last year, because I found that the more projects that I have going, it sometimes gives me a bit of anxiety. Now, it's not terrible, it's not, overwhelming or anything, but it does kind of make me feel a little bit like I'm falling behind. And I know that that's not the case, but I do like to finish things. So this year I'm planning to work on the projects that I started on the day that I started them last year. And during the weekdays, I'm going to work on my current projects, my whips. So that on the weekends, I have something new and exciting and fun to do. And during the weekdays, I can slog through those projects that really I want to spend the time on. Because these are just projects that are beautiful and fun that I want to just, see for a little while. And then if I don't see them until next year, that's okay too. So without further ado, let's start. So I started new projects on the weekends of the month of May last year. So each day of each weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So my first one was this Dimensions kit. This is a baby drawers quilt. It is super cute. And I'm going to be honest, I did not do much of anything, and I think I might have only worked on this one other day after starting it. And it's a little, I don't think I worked on it at all, actually. I might have pulled it out briefly. But I took this out. I did all the eyes and the noses on the animals, but that was it. And it needs some more love. My goal is to hopefully get through a teddy bear. That would be great, but that is very lofty, so we'll see. I don't remember how many colors are in that one bear, but there are quite a lot of colors in this. I got this kit from Michael's, I believe. There's only 2 colors in the bear. So this is what the floss looks like. Isn't that insane? It's pretty ridiculous. And these are extras. So, yeah. It's a lot of floss. It's not that hard. It's just really big, and yeah, I'd like to finish that bear. I think I can do that. And that will fall on May the 1st, which is a Saturday this year, I believe. Let me just check. May the 1st is Saturday. So I will be starting that on Saturday, May 1st. My first Mania start. I will be chronicling my journey, my start point and my finish point on Instagram this year. I won't be sending it over to Facebook because it just clogs up the feed and I don't want you guys to get sick of me. But yes, follow me on Instagram. I'm at Rachel Ray Craft, C-R-A-F-T, no S. So that is going to be start number 1, the Dimensions Baby Drawer Quilt. Get this out of the way. All right, next up is one of my favorites. It's a Mirabilia that was gifted to me by Linda of Linda's 144 Hobbies. It's called Miss Cherry Blossom, and I have worked on her since Mania. I pulled her out a few times. She is on I believe a 28 count linen by, I can't remember, an Italian dyer. And you can see this beautiful fabric, which is wrinkled. I'm sorry, it won't be wrinkled when I work on it. But I've done the obi and the ribbon, and I'm moving up into her dress. So that's looking quite good. Let's see if I can hold it up for you. It is looking fantastic. I think, yes, this is going to go on a scroll frame that I can talk. The scroll frames that I got from Artisan Designs. And I'm excited to do that because there it shall live. This actually came with me to the States while I was away, and I didn't have the courage to work on it in a Q-snap. It's too important to me to put it in a Q-snap. No offense to people who put projects in Q-snaps. It's not shade. It's just that once I finish the stitching, I'm going to do the beading. And I want to get her done. I would love to get her done this year, but you know how I am. But at least I will touch her and get work done on this project in May. So this will be May 2nd, the Sunday. And this is a Love You More Studio bag. You can find them at loveyoumorestudio.com, I believe. Aren't they pretty? I have them linked in my link haven down below if you're interested in getting one for yourself. But this, you can't see it, but in the waves there's this gold fabric paint, and it's really pretty. And I thought that she would look good living in this bag. So that's Miss Cherry Blossom. She's day number 2. And number 3 is in the other room. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. One sec. Okay. So number 3 is my Frosted Pumpkin Stitcheries Chinese Zodiac Sal stitch along. This is as far as I've gone, which is not very far at all. I've done the center motif and I've done the feet for the little mouse. But this is actually a beautiful, beautiful chart, which is now over. The stitch along is over. So I have the full pattern and I can go in whatever order I want. But I'm looking forward to touching this one again because it is so cute. It is so cute. So this is also on one of my lock scroll frames, and I haven't worked on it in so long. But when I was over, I was able to get the DMC colors that I needed so that I could finish this. So yay! That's going to be a lot of fun. So that's going to be weekend number 1 for Stitch Sania. Sania is a little bit different. So if you follow Lindy Stitches, she actually does it a little different than me. She only starts one new project on the weekend, and you know, you can do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. But yes. Oh, I was wrong. Number 2 is not Miss Cherry Blossom. I'm sorry. Number 2. Nope, it's not that one either. I had these in order. Yeah, I had them out of order, sorry. Miss Cherry Blossom is actually going to be on the next Saturday. I know, confusing. So confusing. On the 2nd, the Sunday, I'm going to do Cherry Blossom Tree. I think you can kind of see it. It's a nice pastel cherry blossom tree. And this is from Natalie Stitches on Etsy, or That Floss Boss on Instagram. Give her a follow. She does really, really cool stuff. This is on a 16 count Aida by the Crafty Kitten. You might have seen that. And I got the tree trunk done. Isn't that cute? Vintage Violets is the name of this color. And I'm looking forward to putting in a few stitches in this now. I think I'm actually going to go 100 stitches at a time. So I'm going to do block by block. That way I don't mess up. Because it's a lot of confetti. It's a lot of confetti. But it is really pretty. And I'm super excited to see this one again too. Because I really like it. And it's relatively small. It's 111 by 104 stitches. All right, so then we have Chinese Zodiac Sal. Then the next weekend, like I said, Miss Cherry Blossom will be first on Saturday. On Sunday, we will have... I forgot to turn off my ringer. A project by Doreen Jones. This came in the World of Cross Stitching magazine. I do not have a picture. So I'm going to hold this way back here. Remember that picture? Doreen Jones grazing sheep. And I have it with, let's see. Oh yes, this was a custom die from XJU Design on 28 count Lugana, an even weave. And it's just a baby blue that she dyed for me. And I finished the sheep. So I'm really happy with that, but I have the whole rest of the fabric to do. And I do like the definition in it. I thought you couldn't see it, but you can actually see that definition. So I'm hoping to get some work done on this. I'm going to work out from the sheep. I'm going to go to the baby and get some of that background done, and then move down into the grass, I think, so that they're not floating in midair. And we'll just build it up little by little. I really like that one. That one is so cute. I've got this kind of in this bag here. I put all my Mania starts in these wallets, which are available pretty much anywhere that you have like a discount store in the stationery section. And then I'm using a Bags Plus floss container. I don't think it's called the Bendy Flip. This one is, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 5. So 45 pocket Bendy Flip. Bags Plus organizer. I have her in the link haven as well. This is fantastic. This holds anything you want. You can put the pattern in here or anything. And as you can see, I was able to fold it and then stick it into this bag. So that's what I do for this project. I thought that this would go really nicely. It's kind of, it reminds me of Ireland a lot. So that's of course why it has to be with the sheep, because we love our sheep. Okay, that is going to be on the Sunday of the second week. What do we have next? Oh, the next one that I did was Stiachalone. I wanted to finish it or work on it. It started. I don't know if I started it or what. I haven't gone back to look at these videos, but I did have a finish, and this is my finish. I went completely crazy and I used some floss that was gifted to me. And I did Hugh Laurie's face in crazy neon colors, and I freehanded the word hydroxychloroquine around his face with the coronavirus in the O, as kind of a joke, but kind of not, because we were sick of being in quarantine, and the group Stiach held a mental health sal for us. And it was going to say, what did it originally say? It was a House quote. Anyway, I don't watch House, but I love Hugh Laurie, and so I wanted to do his face anyway. But when I saw that in my stash I had this crazy neon stuff, and with everything going on at the time, I just thought it would be funny, and it is. And I keep this over in here. You don't really get to see it very often. I'll try to like put it up on the side, but he's really rad. I wish he glue in the dark. If he could glow in the dark, it would be really something else. Okay, so the third weekend of May, we are going to start with, oops, I took this one out by accident. It's right here. We're going to start with one that I got as a kit from, where did I get this from? Lakeside Needlecraft, maybe. This is a Bothy Threads kit, and it is called Bellflower. This is a William Morris design, or based on William Morris painting, or something like that. I know that I'm misspeaking right now, but oops, there we go. It is pretty. It's really pretty. I love the flowers in it. I love all the detail. You could really get lost in it. It's such a big project. I didn't quite realize when I bought it. This is on 14 count cream Ada. And it has all of the threads and everything you need. I just started working on the kind of the negative space. And this, if you're wondering what this is sulky metallic floss. I counted from the center up and over to find the outline. So that's how big it will be. Whoops, there we go. That's how big it'll be when it's complete, is it'll be this tall. And then it'll be the same on the other side. So it is easy to do. It is simple to work on. I just didn't really get a good start. Like I didn't, because it took me so long to get to the corner. It took me a lot longer than I anticipated. And I remember feeling a little bit down about it. My chickens are in the driveway. Oh boy. Ah, well, they'll be fine. I can watch them from here. Yeah, so that's the meager start that I got on Bellflower by Bothy Threads. But I think it's gonna get some love this year. Since it'll be on a Saturday, it'll definitely get love. So that is Bellflower. Then on Sunday, I'm going to do Sunday the 17th, I think it is. I believe so. That third Sunday, I'm going to do the, I'm just going to take out the one piece, Twisted Rainbow Sampler by Northern Expressions Needlework. I'm doing the version with the specialty stitches, and it's beautiful. It's got all these butterflies and then bands and then flowers and butterflies. Yeah, it's so pretty. I really, really like this chart. This is going to take me a long time to do, but it's kind of like, I feel like it's like the last thing that I did with my knitting, the Season of Serenity shawl. It's kind of like that, where you're building up your skills as you're trying it. However, I started this on black Lagana. This is a 28 count, and I got 28 because I want this to be big. I made a mistake, but since then I've fixed it because it was bothering me. And this is what I've gotten done so far, just that one butterfly. I'm using the Dinky Dyes silk pack with this, And I don't know if you can tell, but these threads are very shiny. Not super shiny, but they are really vibrant. And I like that a lot. You can get this thread pack for the Twisted Rainbow Sampler, either the butterfly version or the other version in Mislaid Paige's Etsy shop. So I'll have her linked in the link haven. You can go check that out if you want to purchase it. She has the chart, I believe, as well. I might be wrong about that, but she definitely has the Dinky Dies set because she sells Dinky Dies. And I absolutely love this project. I just wish it was easier to stitch on. I have to stitch this one on during the day. I cannot stitch this at night. I mess up big time. But I'm going to try to get in and do at least start one of the bands on that one. And then on the Monday, thank goodness this one's small, I'm going to do frog and unicorn, or frog and umbrella. I think I also called this frog and wellies. I see 2 chickens. Oh boy, hold on one second. Okay, since we're having a major jailbreak anyway, I decided to let the other chicken come out from the pen and just join her sisters because she was clearly very stressed, and I did find the 3rd chicken. Okay, right. So hopefully I could stay focused now. Right, this was another one from the World of Cross Stitching magazine. Another one where I don't have the actual picture to hand. So that is what it looks like. It's a frog with an umbrella and some wellies with flowers. I think I'm just going to do the frog and the umbrella because, well, we'll see. We'll see. But I am, this did not get very far at all. I did not have the colors, but now I do. Now I do. So, how does it go? Oh yeah, because I wanted so hard to use this new DMC color that they came out with, that they came out with called Pistachio. Isn't that pretty? So I got a piece of the umbrella and then I started on the frog and some of the flowers. And this is on a Crafty Kitten. And it is February 2020 limited edition, 28 count. So if you were interested, I think she sells the, does she sell the release a year later after releasing it? I'm not sure. I know that things are really messed up right now for the fabric dyers of the world. And I just found something that needs to go back in this bag. Right? No. Not that bag. I'm gonna have bags all over the place. Kind of like earlier today. Aha, I found it. Okay. So that's frog and umbrella. Then, on the 22nd, or 23rd rather, we're gonna do, this way, the Riolus unicorn. Eee! This is in a patchwork paw print bag that I got from Etsy. Isn't it pretty? This was to try to get me to work on it more often. Usually putting it in a nice pretty bag makes me reach for it faster, but last year was tricky. So I have worked on it since Maynia last year. I'll show you the picture a little bit closer. So this is a partial. You just work on the unicorn itself and the rest is printed onto the Aida fabric. Comes with anchor floss. And I put the floss, I made the organizer, like I got one of these organizers from Amazon so that I could get the threads easier. Because that was my main problem, is that it has these cards like this. And I was just finding it really tedious, so the organizer is your friend for these kinds of projects. Well, yeah, and I have Michelle Bendy gave me, I won this in a charity auction along with this actual pattern. So there's not much here, but there is the belly, the start of the belly and the foot or the leg. I just started in the middle and started working down. I prefer to work from top to bottom on any project, but on this one, you kind of have to start in the middle. So my plan is to work my way up so that I can find, you know, where the top of the unicorn is and then work down like that. That's just how my brain works. I found this from Dark Queen of the Seas Stitch Along. And so, yes, that one I'm excited to get back to because I do like it a lot. It's just really, if you've never done a Riolus, like there are so many instructions and they're like, use 3 threads for this section and for this color, or use it 2, and I don't know. Anyway, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll get through it eventually, but that's my little Riolus unicorn. And then, let's see, where are we now? So May, that was the 22nd. So the 23rd, we're going to be on Yogacorns, which I have worked on. This bag I got from AliExpress. This is just like a canvas plastic thing. Little Room in the Attic is a shop on Etsy. Did I write down? I have a picture. I don't have the picture. Sorry. I don't know what all those other things are either, but maybe I can put it on the screen if I'm able to. This is what the back looks like. I finished the first Yogacorn. Let me see if I can get it. Sorry. I'm using a 16 count printed Ada from Easy Stitch for Fun on Etsy. And that is what she looks like. Isn't she pretty? Or he. All of my unicorns are usually male. I don't know why. I think they're just more fun that way. But I made a mistake in the tail. So the tail is like 2 or 3 stitches longer than it should be. But you know what? This unicorn can be as extra as they want. I don't mind. So I will just keep that in mind when I go to stitch the next one, which will be this one. And I believe this one's pose. Oh yeah, it's just sitting cross-legged here. And the one over here is standing on its head. Or, yeah, standing on its head. Super cute. Very much my style. You'll tell that I have a style. My style is just cute, modern. Oh, there's the there's the picture. Ta-da! So cute. The thing about these patterns, okay, real quick. If you want to do a Little Room in the Attic, the thing about these is that there is so much detail in that. You look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's no problem. There's a lot of color changing, but it's no problem. No, that's not the problem. The problem is not how many colors are in it. The problem is how much backstitching there is. There's so much backstitching. And my tip for you, if you want to do this pattern in particular, is when they get to the backstitch, or when you get to the backstitch, just thread your needle with one strand and go over the sections multiple times instead of worrying about like threading your needle with 3 strands, etc. It slows you down. Because this way, if you just use one strand, you can just go, okay, I've got one strand here on this little section. Hello, camera. Thank you. I've got one strand here. I've got 2 strands over here. So I'll go 1, 1, 1. And then 3 strands over here, 1, 1, 1. instead of like me. Please learn from my mistakes. That was unnecessary. Unnecessarily difficult. After Yogacorns, we have Sheep Heap. Sheep Heap from Plum Street Samplers. I did not get very much done on this one either. It was late. And this, I just remembered, we watched Hamilton to this. It was my first time watching Hamilton. And I was working on this project and I got so distracted. I got so distracted. Or was it Hamilton? I think it was. I don't remember. Maybe it was something else. Anyway, I got really distracted. I don't even know which way is up now. I think it's this way. And this is on... Is it oaken? Yeah. This is 36 count oaken. I have not stitched on 36 count before. And I think that's why I don't really like it. I think this is 36. It's either 32 or 36. I'll have to check it because if it's 36, then I'm going to rip this out and I'm going to start over with one strand. Because I don't like 18 count. I don't like how 2 strands fits on the fabric. That might be my problem. I did not reach for this at all because it's nearly invisible. But I did work on another Plum Street Samplers later on that I was really excited about, which is Foxview. There is a whole pile of these samplers, these animal stacks, and they're also on I can't talk today, Mislaid Pages Etsy. But just so you can see, these are all the beautiful colors on that gorgeous fabric. So once I get through all the parchment, it'll be very pretty. Very nice Weeks Dye Works conversion. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I like the pattern. Don't get me wrong. I think it was the size of the fabric, but I'll have to double check that. It's 36 count because I know I wanted to get that correct for this project. With Foxview, I didn't really mind. I was like, meh, I'll get not the models version, but I'll get my own, that'll work for me. Okay, then let me just get this bag. Get this whole tote bag. Oh yes. Next up, we have a Mill Hill Christmas ornament. I wanted to do this beaded cross stitch kit. Well, it's actually a blend. It's beaded cross stitch and regular cross stitch. Can I open it? It is on perforated paper, and I am not finished yet. And it's so little, but I did work on it again since Maynia. I picked it up again around Christmas time. Sorry you can't see it. I don't know why it's not. Won't focus. I should have started a little bit more in the center of it, but meh, it's okay. Lesson learned. Lesson learned for the next one, right? It is really super cute. The pattern is so small. Next time I will blow it up with the printer and make it larger for the printer. That's that one. Oh, I didn't bring it in. Okay, so there was another finish, which is Hey Little One. I'll put a picture in so you can see it. Hey Little One was an ornament card from the World of Cross Stitching magazine, and I stitched that up for my sister, and I just forgot to send it. I'll send it for his first birthday. That's what I'll do. His birthday's in September, my little nephew. And then the last one which I've done the most work on out of all of them since Mania, is in my Caroline bag. This is from evertote.com. Caroline Off the Grid Needle Arts makes these beautiful bags, and I keep my favorite project in here. Well, this is one of my very, very most favorite projects. I'm tripping over words today. I had too much coffee, that's the problem. This is Long Dog Samplers The Pilgrim. I'm sure I can put a picture on here for you. I am currently up in the buildings. I wanted to do the buildings before I got to the people and the bigger animals. I'm not sure how I'm going to tackle this really, but we'll get there. This is the biggest project aside from this one, my Heaven and Earth design. Yeah, I think those are my two biggest projects. So this one is 305 by 367 stitches. I hope to finish this in my lifetime. If I actually dedicated time, I'm sure I would. This is on half a yard of Mystic Fabrics Nothing. And this is a 32 count linen. I wanted it to be really moody, and I think it's perfect. I like the floss. The floss is actually a silk by Mrs. Sadis Silk. She is also on Etsy. Look at that. I did start a person. I lie. I feel like you can see where I have stopped a section, but you know, it's really not, sorry, I just kicked my computer. It's not that big a deal. I think that it only matters to me. I'm sure that if I wanted to, I could like come down in a zigzag, you know, but it's all right. It's okay. I like it a lot. I've started to, like, I usually line up 2 strands so that the color will match, but actually I'm finding with my variegated flosses that I just prefer to do the loop method anyway, because there will be a variegation, it just won't be highly variegated, and I think it works better for me on this project to not have it so variegated. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the project. So there will be no more of these like really pale windows and things like that anymore. I don't really want that in the project anymore. So I think the plan is just to keep going with the buildings, but we'll see. Isn't it pretty? There's a part of me that just wants to do a page at a time. What do you think? Should I go page by page? Or should I just let it kind of flow? Go with the flow. So those are all of my Maynia stitching projects that I haven't finished. And I want to finish. I want to work on. And I want to get them off the Maynia queue. There was one other stitcher whose Maynia plans I watched, which is Handwork Maniac, Brenda. And I highly recommend that you check her out too. She does a lot of a different variety of projects. She kind of inspires me because she does samplers, but she also does sew to stitch, you know. She's got the whole range. And she really inspires me. I hope that maybe next year when things are a little bit more stable, that I can make a chart, make a graph for myself to show, like, you know, visually that these are the things that I would like to accomplish. And I think that by next year I'll be able to do that for sure. But that is my plan. So during the week I'm going to be working on Wakanda Forever. I'm going to be working on the Dark Queen of the Sea Sal. I may actually just assign them to weeks. I haven't thought about this too much, but I will let you know through Instagram, and then of course on the floss tube episodes on Saturdays as well. But let me know what you think down below. Let me know which of my projects you'd like to see me work on most. I look forward to seeing what you're going to be working on too, so please don't forget to tag me on Instagram or in the Crafters Anonymous Facebook group with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray. I've got links down there to all of my socials where you can follow me. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for coming along with me on this journey. I hope that you have a fantastic day and a good week ahead, and I will see you soon in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.